Hi, I'm Robert Hurt. Thank you for tuning into our monthly video address. It is an honor to represent Virginia's 5th District, and I appreciate the opportunity to share with you some of what we have been working on during the month of April. Over the past month, my colleagues and I have continued our efforts to advance pro-growth legislation that fosters job creation and economic growth for the people of our congressional district. As a part of this agenda, the House of Representatives passed legislation to protect Americans from the mandates in the President's health care law that have reduced working hours for so many families across the nation. Policies like these make life harder on families already struggling to make ends meet. This is unacceptable, especially in light of the March Jobs Report, which indicates that more than 7 million Americans that wish to be working full-time were only able to find part-time work. The Save American Workers Act restores the traditional 40-hour work week and was passed by the House on April 3rd with a bipartisan majority. This month, the House also adopted an annual budget plan for our nation for the 4th consecutive year. While it remains to be seen whether the Senate will again ignore its obligation to adopt a spending plan, a budget is a vital framework that sets the spending priorities needed to manage our limited resources in the best interests of our nation. By cutting wasteful spending and reforming and strengthening key government programs, the House budget balances in 10 years, which would put us on a path to fiscal sustainability and preserve the promise of this great country for our children and our grandchildren. Our balanced budget is focused on creating more jobs and better opportunities for all Americans by establishing a robust American energy policy, eliminating unnecessary regulatory red tape, and reforming our broken tax code. I hope that our colleagues in the Senate will join us in adopting its own budget that rejects the status quo of a weak economic recovery, trillions of dollars in debt, and a federal budget that never, ever balances. This month, we also had the opportunity to spend time traveling across our district, meeting with hundreds of constituents and visiting small businesses and family farms and communities throughout Central and Southside Virginia. On the one hand, I was reminded of the importance of an agenda that is laser-focused on job creation when we visited a job fair in Danville where hundreds of people turned out to try to find jobs. On the same day, I attended the groundbreaking for the Commonwealth Crossing Business Center in Henry County, which signals that this vital economic development site can now begin attracting more jobs to Henry County in Southside Virginia. Likewise, this groundbreaking is a reminder of how important it is that Congress does all it can to remove the unnecessary and costly roadblocks the federal government imposes on the efforts of local officials to do all they can to attract new jobs to Virginia. While I was glad that Congressman Griffith, Senator Warner, Senator Kaine, and I helped encourage the Corps to stand down, it is a sad state of affairs that our legislation is even necessary. With that said, I was pleased to take part in these two events that demonstrate that opportunities are on the horizon for our communities, and I look forward to continuing to work with my colleagues to encourage job growth throughout the 5th District. As we close, I encourage you to sign up for updates at our website at hurt.house.gov and join the conversation on our social media pages. Thank you for tuning in to our monthly video address.